Hi guys, Matt Hancock's here and welcome to this first video of a series looking into digestive health. Now, the digestive system is arguably the most important system to function correctly if you want to achieve optimal health. If your gut is not working properly, your results will be limited, period. So this is a key system that I really want you to get to grips with and understand. So, what is the digestive system? Well, basically it's the means by which the body transforms food into energy that it needs to build, repair and fuel itself. So the digestive system will break down food, it will extract the nutrients and assimilate them for use throughout the body. You see, so nutrition or good nutrition isn't just about having a good diet, alright? This is just the first step. The second step is to digest the food effectively. The third step is to absorb the nutrients within that food and transport them to the cells. And the fourth step is to eliminate the waste in a timely manner. If any one of these steps is not working correctly, then the health of your digestive system will be compromised and your results in health and your weight loss will be limited. Now, your digestive system is made up of every body organ and sense that is involved in the consumption and assimilation of food. The major organs involved being the liver, stomach, small intestine and large intestine, but it all starts in the mouth. You see, there's no teeth in your stomach, so you need to chew your food. Alright, chewing is important because as the food is ground into increasingly fine particles, then the more complete the digestive functions are. This is probably one of the first things you need to really think about. Okay, I see so many people not taking time over the food or sitting with food on their laps watching TV, well, without any conscious thought of actually what they're eating. And it's just no good for your digestive health whatsoever. Okay. Chewing is so important. You should be chewing your food around 25 to 30 times before swallowing. So you want to try and increase the number of chews before you swallow. Now, when you do swallow that food, the food travels down your esophagus, which is your large muscular tube which goes into your stomach, situated at the top of your abdomen. Now there's a valve at the entrance to the stomach from the esophagus which allows the food to enter while keeping the acid-laden food from refluxing back into the esophagus, which can cause damage and a lot of pain and discomfort. And you probably would have heard of acid reflux. There's plenty of pills and potions on the market to resolve this, but a lot of the time it is a dysfunction of that valve that causes this to happen. Now when the food gets through into the stomach, this is basically where the majority of the digestion takes place. Now, if you've chewed your food correctly, then you're going to make it a lot easier for the stomach acids and the pepsin, which is a protease enzyme, to further digest that food. All right. So it will help facilitate the breakdown of the complex proteins, the fats, the carbohydrates into small, more sort of absorbable units, if you like. Now the stomach normally holds just over 3 pints or 1,500 milliliters of food from a single meal. Any help you can give it, the better. So from that stomach, we then travel through to the small intestine. The small intestine is a remarkable 15 to 20 feet long. That's 4.5 to 6 meters. And it's where the majority of the absorption of nutrients takes place. So if the stomach digests it, the small intestine then absorbs the food or absorbs the nutrients from that food. The small intestine is broken down into 3 major sections, if you like. So the first being the duodenum. Now this is where the food is sort of mixed with bile produced from the liver, and also other enzymes from the pancreas, and is where much of the iron and calcium is absorbed. The middle part of the small intestine is where it's responsible for further digestion. Okay, so it's kind of like your stomach's backup. It can just digest any extra food that it needs to, just to help with the absorption of the nutrients. And then the last segment of the intestine, or the ileum, is where the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, so A, D, E and K, and other nutrients are absorbed. Now, there's another valve, an important valve, separating the small and large intestine. Now, this is to keep bacteria-laden food coming from the colon back into the small intestine. It's kind of like if you imagine your waste bin, and you put some bags in the bin, and you've got some food in those bins. When it's left out for a week or so, those bags, those bins begin to smell. Right? They're bacteria laden, and that's kind of what your colon's like, because it's storing that food ready to be excreted or pass through your backside. And so that food there is kind of bacteria laden, and so we don't want it to go back through into the small intestine, because that will be very uncomfortable indeed. So the large intestine then basically will excrete fluids, or absorb fluids from the mass, and basically, or hopefully, a nice healthy firm stool will be produced, which you can pass through your backside. So all going well, that is the process. So your body, the food needs to be broken down so that the nutrients can be absorbed and used effectively from your body. So if any one of those systems isn't working correctly, then your health is going to be compromised. So the aim should always be to get your digestive system as healthy as possible. This will have a consequence that will help you drop body fat and feel absolutely incredible. But only if the system works, and only if the system is healthy. If not, the body is going to commonly experience things like indigestion, heartburn, insufficient enzymes. Now this is important because your pancreas and the walls of your small intestine do produce enzymes. And if anything disrupts the small intestine, this will disrupt the production of the release of these enzymes, which are essential for your health. Now, unfortunately, although they are absolutely essential, each person is born with a limited potential for enzymes, which is why maintaining an adequate supply of enzymes plays such an important role in the health of your body. So foods rich in enzymes is what you need to get your to fill your diet with. And most of that is plant-based food, greens, greens. So you want loads of enzymes in your diet, but you also need your body to be producing enzymes, so it needs to be functioning properly as well. You also can suffer with acid reflux, stomach ulcers, and stomach cramps, bloating, all that discomfort that you get from not being able to digest your food properly. So each one of those parts of your system, if you like, not doing its job sufficiently, or not being allowed to do its job sufficiently. Individuals with poor digestion therefore find it really difficult to lose body fat. And this is irrespective of the exercise and the foods that they eat. Obviously, if you do more exercise and your food is spot on, you will lose some weight, but you won't get to where you want to be. You won't be that highest version of yourself unless your digestive system is spot on. Now there are many ways to abuse and weaken the digestive system. Overeating, constant snacking, eating foods high in acidity. So things like red meat you really want to cut down, because they're really highly acidic, but they also take a lot of time to digest efficiently. So you want to maybe cut down red meat to once or twice a week instead of every day. If you love your red meat, then I suggest you cut down slowly, but you do want to cut down that red meat consumption. You want to try and avoid having drinks with your mealtime. Alright, you kind of have it 15-20 minutes before or half an hour after, because you can dilute digestive secretions otherwise, so you're not giving your body that chance to digest the food. If you do want to have a drink while you're eating, then really you're talking about just water, not even carbonated water, just plain filtered water is probably the only thing you should really have whilst you're eating. Okay, if you like a tipple, that's fine, but have it before and after. All right. So here's a checklist for you. What I want you to do and concentrate on this month in regards to your digestive system. I want you to always eat at a table. No TV dinners. Okay. Don't eat at your desk. Don't eat when you're driving. Make time to eat at the table. Okay. Don't rush your food. And make mealtime a social time. Try and engage in conversation to sort of stretch the meal out and interrupt your eating. Put your knives and forks down occasionally. All right. So this is not just to limit the amount of food you eat to a normal portion. It's more about giving your body the time and your digestive system the time to digest and assimilate the food the way it should, so that you can benefit and improve your health and reduce the fat around your body. Okay, so those are the things I want you to concentrate on this month. We'll be focusing on different parts of the digestive system in a little bit more detail as we go through this journey because of its importance. All right, but for now, stick with those. Okay, until next time, I'll catch you later. Cheers, bye.